This is Shankar Meembat of the alternative board Milton Keynes. Not from Milton Keynes today, but rather from God's own country, the state of Kerala in India. Recently, a business owner shared with me the experience that he went through of taking over a family business. It was a high street retail unit, and when he took it over, it was in a bit of a trouble. He made some changes, including setting up online sales. And the online sales, which was a novelty at that point, took off pretty well. However, the retail unit did not, and the business eventually collapsed. It is not that sequence of events that triggered me to do this piece, but rather what he shared with me about his experience as it was leading up to the collapse. The way he put it, there were two voices on each side of his shoulder. One, egging him on. "Keep going, Stephen, keep going. You don't want to be a failed businessman," the voice said. The other was more pragmatic. It pointed out that the suppliers were giving him trouble, similar businesses around were failing, and it was advising him to get out while he could. Well, he did not, and we know where it landed. You and I, on the benefit of hindsight, would really make the right decision, the latter one. But for a business owner, these decisions are not easy. We have a number of people to consider: our family, our employees, our suppliers, and of course our customers. Being a business owner, especially a small business owner, it is very lonely. And that's what triggered this piece. Loneliness is quite prevalent among small business owners. But there's some good news to it. You don't have to be all alone. And I'd like to just share with you the 4 C's of how to combat loneliness. The first C would be about community. Engage yourself in a community, especially online community. Social networks are not just for sales and marketing, but you can actually go find LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, look for Twitter hashtags that are common to your own interest. The next C I'd like to talk about is connections, especially human, real-world connections. And you do this by networking. Today, there are plenty of networking opportunities, and I'm sure you will find them in your local neighborhood. Use tools like Eventbrite and Meetup to find those events that are happening. And when you do meet people, don't leave it at the networking. Go ahead, meet them one-on-one for a coffee later. You will find that there's so much more in common among business owners than you would guess. The third C that I would like to talk about is something most small business owners miss, and that is celebration. More importantly, don't wait for big events. Don't wait for big occasions in order to celebrate. Look for the small successes. Maybe you just completed balancing your accounts for the month, or maybe you just had a good night's sleep. There are reasons to celebrate. The last C I'd like to talk about is collaboration. Collaborating with other business owners that are similar to you. When I get business owners together in my tab boards, it often surprises them to see how their problems are not unique. The same issues are often faced by all business owners. So remember, you can combat loneliness by the 4 C's, by building communities, by making new connections, by celebrating, and very importantly, collaborating with other business owners. Thank you. This is Shankar Meembat of the Alternative Board, Milton Keynes.